Hello and welcome to Nirmal Bang, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Hiral Dadia. We have with us Dr. A.N. Gupta, CMD at Premier Explosives, joining in. Welcome to the show, Dr. Gupta, and a pleasure to speak to you as always. My first question coming to you is, what has been the impact of COVID in terms of where business goes, and how has the transition been in the last 12 to 18 months?
See, the first wave struck us very, very badly. I think like anybody in the country. And the last year, our results were not very good. But the second wave, which is currently on, sort of way, we got used to it. One thing is that, our dependent industries, that is mining industry and the construction for the domestic products, they have been equally badly affected as we are. So like our production is down, their offtake is also down. So it has been sort of but the company is not doing all that well during those months, but now we have recovered back.
Right. And overall, in terms of where business goes, say between explosives, defense, and services, how is the revenue breakup looking like?
See, our revenue breakup, we have got three major customers. One is the mining industry, the second is the defense industry, and third is the maintenance, operation and maintenance contract we have taken for Jagdalpur and Shar. Shar is a ISRO company. And we have got about 26% in the 1920, which has now become 55% in the defense. And explosive industry is now presently at 35%. But going by the, the trend which is there in the explosive industry, it is going to be lower, and defense is going to be bigger. And operation and maintenance is about 10%. So that's almost constant. It was constant till a few months back, but we found that it was not making a good business sense. So we have withdrawn from Jagdalpur, that is servicing the Agni class of missiles. We continue to do at Shar, that is, and they have placed an order for supply of, and they are going for more and more privatization. So we hope that we'll be doing better in ISRO.
Right. And overall, which segments are you seeing higher traction from here on?
The defense traction is better than others.
Okay. And how is the order book looking like?
The present order book is about 480 crores. And we'll be doing more than 200 crores in the first year. And they're about equally divided between the defense, commercial, as well as this. The defense is slightly better, is about 200 crores. And commercial explosives is about 129 crores or so. And operation maintenance is about 158 crores.
Right. And what's the conversion rate that we have on this order book?
Conversion rate, I'm not clear what you mean by that.
No, in terms of, the total order book, when do we see revenue recognition for the same?
About 200 crores will come in the current year.
Okay, from the total order book.
Yeah.
Okay. And clearly with regards to where the R&D spends go, how much are we looking at from here on? Will it remain at current levels, or do we expect to see an increase?
The R&D in explosives, particularly, if it is, taking into defense into account, that is very, very low. So I don't think there is much of an inference which you can draw from the R&D spend.
Okay. And with regards to where overall order inflow is concerned, what's the tender pipeline looking like from here on?
See, tender in mining industry is something like 2 years. at one time. And defense, it goes on RFP to RFP basis. It is very uncertain because if sometimes the MOD is floating the RFP, but they at the last moment they postpone it to by 1 month or a couple of months or indefinitely also. Presently, there is a ammunition order which was floated about 3 years back, and now in piecemeal it is coming. Sometime 30 mm, sometime 40 mm, and all that. We are participating in all of them.
Okay. And overall, with regards to, if you're talking about the raw material cost, that has seen an increase as well. So do we expect to see an impact in the second and the third quarter?
See, the prices are linked to the raw material. So the raw material prices per se do not make much difference presently, because all that as the raw material price goes up, the selling price also goes up. But the mining industry, as we have been seeing in the past almost 10 years, it has been sort of a raw material is rising much higher than the final product at the selling price.
And currently, what's our capacity utilization?
Capacity utilization is, see, that's again a very vague term in this, because capacities are certainly much higher than what the demand is.
Okay.
When you are putting a plant for ammunition, you set up a plant for a much higher rate of production than the order which is coming in. And after domestic production, we are supposed to produce for export, but presently we don't see much. Overall, if you see the defense industry, the capacity utilization is not very high, because everyone puts up a plant which is much larger than the capacity presently what they are supplying.
And overall, in terms of meeting the current order book as well, do you think we will need to add capacity for expansion?
No, good? We are quite good. We have a capacity. In fact, there are certain items where the orders are still to flow in, like that of mines and all that. The first order did not come as expected. So we are waiting for the orders to flow in.
Right. And overall, if we have to look at expansion from here on, where will we see expansion and any new segments of business we will look to add?
See, right now, I think we have added wherever there was a possibility, we have added to our capacity. So we don't have to spend much as far as the capacity is concerned. But the privatization of space, particularly that of ISRO, that opens a new horizon altogether. So we have applied for a land because there was plenty of time right now. So the government is pretty sort of decided to give something 5 acres of land to us, but that in Andhra Pradesh. But now ISRO is contemplating opening another one at Tuticorin. The Tuticorin, we have to see where to now to at Andhra Pradesh or to Tuticorin. Tuticorin, basically almost 800 acres of land has been tied up with L&T, and L&T is sort of tied up with us. So we will get a part of their land. So we don't have to invest in the land.
Okay. So overall, what's the kind of growth outlook that we have?
We have presently, this year we are expecting about 200 crores, And in 5 years' time, I think it should be growing to 1,000 crores or so.
Okay. And going ahead as well, over the next 2 to 3 years, what's the business outlook that we hold? Any key milestones that we are looking to cross?
About 500 crores will cross in 3 years' time.
Okay. And overall, in terms of, we spoke about the business revenue mix. Does that change in the next 2 to 3 years?
There is certainly going to be shift towards defense. And that's a better shift in the sense that defense has got a better margin compared to the mine.
Okay. All right. Thanks a lot, Mr. Gupta, for speaking to us. It was a pleasure to speak to you, get insights from you. Congratulations once again, and stay safe. Good luck.
Thank you.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel for in-depth interviews of India Inc. and press the bell icon so that you do not miss our updates.